Do you ever scroll through your YouTube feed and think, hey, where did that
Here in my garage
guy go? You know, the guy who flaunted his Lambos and bookshelves, claiming he had the secret formula to making you rich and successful?
knowledge.
Yeah, that guy. We're talking about Tai Lopez, the once unavoidable guru of the internet. A man who literally went from being in everyone's face to vanishing into nothing. Was he the business savant he claimed to be, or was he just another fraudster cashing in on hopeless people's dreams? Why exactly did YouTube's biggest guru ghost his own audience? In the early days of YouTube's get-rich-quick era, one man seemed to have cracked the code. Tai Lopez went viral with a simple video showing off his new Lamborghini in his garage, surrounded by bookshelves he claimed held the real secret to his success. His mantra,
Knowledge.
quickly became a catchphrase that echoed in the minds of aspiring entrepreneurs. The allure of overnight success. Tai seemed to promise it all, and viewers lapped it all up. But what really set Tai apart in the sea of online life coaches? Tai knew how to tell a good story. Whether it was real or had any impact or not is a different discussion. But Tai was a master at weaving a narrative that made success not just attainable, but almost inevitable. As long as you paid him money and followed his steps. He'd speak directly to the camera, directly to you, and you'd believe him. He'd break down complex business terms into everyday language, making it easy for anyone to feel like they also could become the next big thing. His courses, like the 67 Steps program, promise to unlock the good life.
Knowledge.
And because of this promise, thousands and thousands flock to his websites, credit cards in hand, ready to invest in themselves. Tai's online courses became a sensation, pulling in millions of dollars, and his social media channels swelled with followers. His YouTube subscriber count soared, and his Instagram was flooded with photos of him in exotic locations surrounded by gorgeous women, always with a new tip or piece of wisdom to share. Tai was living the dream, and his popularity was on an unstoppable rise. But just like the Lamborghini speeding down a highway, the faster Tai rose, the more attention he attracted. And not all of it was good. You see, skeptics started to dig a little deeper, questioning the authenticity of Tai's so-called good life. Rumors started to go around that the luxury cars and the sprawling mansion and even those bookshelves were all rented props to sell a dream. Was Tai Lopez living a lie? As the whispers grew louder, some investigative YouTubers and bloggers took it upon themselves to expose the so-called truth. Videos popped up dissecting Tai's courses, and some disgruntled customers started to share their less than stellar experiences. They claimed that the courses were filled with fluff, generalities, and
Knowledge.
that could easily be found elsewhere. Basically, not worth the high price tag. Even Tai's book recommendations were scrutinized. At one point, he claimed to be reading a book a day. Did he actually read all those books, or were they just another prop in his well-crafted story? So, as the spotlight grew harsher, what were all these claims about? Well, for one, people started calling out Tai's courses for what they saw as deceptive marketing. The advertisements promised a life-altering experience, a quick route to financial freedom, and a golden ticket to the good life. But did they deliver? No, not really. A lot of his customers even took to online forums and social media platforms like Reddit and Twitter to express their disappointment, claiming that Tai's courses were nothing more than rehearsed platitudes and commonly known business advice packaged as exclusive
Knowledge.
Digging a bit deeper, some users even said that Tai's courses would bait you with a free trial and then turn around and charge you a hefty fee later on. Not only that, but when they asked for refunds, customer service was less than helpful, leading them to believe that they'd just been scammed and weren't ever going to get their money back. The real problem is that they also charged me $197 for a bonus which I did not buy. It's been more than 60 days that I've been asking them for a refund. Tai Lopez is a fraud. His house is a rental, his cars are rentals, and everything is fake. It's definitely a scam. I bought the SMMA course. It was the same Tai Lopez describing it as something really easy to do if you follow the steps. I had to cancel my debit card and ask the bank to send me a replacement so Tai Lopez wouldn't be able to keep charging me. And it wasn't just individual voices ringing the alarm bells. The media and online communities started to wade into the Tai Lopez saga, adding fuel to the fire. Articles with titles like Failing Ventures and Twitter Hiatus Sparked Tai Lopez Bankruptcy Concerns started to pop up on reputable sites such as Forbes and Business Insider. These pieces dissected Tai's business model, painting him as a master manipulator rather than a bona fide serial entrepreneur. YouTube was no different. YouTubers with big followings, some with backgrounds in business and marketing, or even with a history of exposing other frauds, started to produce expose videos. Channels like CoffeeZilla and Mike Winnett dug into Tai's promotional tactics, dissected his courses, and even interviewed former followers who were ripped off. But then, as the controversies got bigger and bankruptcy rumors started to go full circle, Tai did something no one thought he'd ever do. He started to fade away from social media. His once daily YouTube videos almost completely stopped, slowing down to a trickle. His Instagram posts that were used to show off a life of lavish vacations and entrepreneurial wisdom went dormant. Even the engagement on his posts, which used to be filled with fans and followers singing his praises, saw a noticeable decline. The "here in my garage" guy seemed to have parked his Lambo and closed the garage door behind him. So what led to the vanishing act? Could it be possible legal issues catching up to him? Though no definitive legal cases have been reported, bankruptcy from his Pier 1 and Radio Shack purchases with investor money was just around the corner. And it's not uncommon for gurus to face scrutiny from consumer protection agencies. Likely though, Tai just saw the writing on the wall. With a new generation of online entrepreneurs and influencers rising who were more transparent and arguably gave more genuine value, Tai's old playbook seemed outdated. The era of flash over substance was fading and Tai Lopez was becoming a relic. But what does Tai Lopez's disappearance mean for the people that actually looked up to him as a mentor? The people that were actually able to, somehow, miraculously, make money from his courses. It leaves a gap now. It leaves them empty-handed. It leaves them looking to the next guru, just waiting to lure them in with their greedy palms stretched out. Because the reality is, Tai was the only one who made money off of Tai's courses. For most of Tai's former followers, this has been a wake-up call. A lesson in thinking twice before shelling out your last $1,000 that'll hopefully help them change their minds going forward. And as for the industry of online entrepreneurship and life hacking, Tai's fading relevance shows what audiences are looking for. People are now gravitating towards figures who offer real, tangible value. Thought leaders who have a proven track record and who focus on substance over spectacle. Individuals like Gary Vaynerchuk, who blends motivational advice with hands-on business strategies, or the man I personally look up to, Patrick Bet-David, who has a wealth of real-life experience from everything from entrepreneurship, investments, relationships, and even parenthood. After all, this is a man who just bought a minority stake in a New York Yankee. Doesn't get much more legit than that. So what can we learn from this saga? The importance of due diligence, of not taking things at face value, and the harsh reminder that if something sounds too good to be true, it probably is. So the next time someone offers you the secret to success for a small fee, just remember the only thing you need to be successful in life is
knowledge.